Good morning, kindergarten. Welcome to reading. Today is Tuesday, and this week we're going to do The Lion Inside, and it's a beautiful story with a beautiful message. But before I start, I would like to go over the skill that we will be learning with this story. So the reading skill is I can sequence the events of a story by finding the problem and the solution in the story. But before that, I have 3 vocabulary words to go over, okay? Craggy. Can you say craggy? Craggy, it's a word to describe something rough, something harsh, and rocky. So in this case, they're describing where the lion likes to lay down all day long. En español significa peñasco. Meek. Meek, it's another word to describe someone with a gentle personality, someone that is very nice, very quiet. En español significa manso o dócil. Slumbering. Slumbering is another word to describe someone that likes to sleep. Like when you go to a slumber party, it's when you go to sleep in someone else's house. En español significa dormilón. Alright, so the name of the book is The Lion Inside of Me, and it's written by Rachel Bright and Jean Field. So let's begin. Let me open my book. In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold, stood a mighty flat rock, all craggy and old. And under the rock, in a tiny full house, lived the littlest, quietest, meekest brown mouse. He was very tiny, so incredible small that no one noticed him ever at all. He got stepped on and set on. He missed out on stuff, ignored and forgotten. His mouse life was rough. Poor mouse. Meanwhile, far above, on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was the lion o'clock. This huge, toothy creature make sure everyone saw how important he was by how loud he could roar. What a difference between the mouse and the lion. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and proud. He loved flexing his biceps and wowing the crowd. Yes, all were impressed by this mighty king cat. If only, thought the mouse, I could be more like that. Then late one dark night in his tiny mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped out of his head. He leaped up in the darkness and held up a paw. I got this, he said. What I need is a roar. I mean, what if this mouse with the weeniest squeak were a little more and a little less meek? Will he still be the smallest and fussiest brown mouse, but he will make friends and join in, and life will be nice. Yes, thought the mouse. I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But it wouldn't be easy. There was only one beast who could teach him this thing, but might make him a feast. It was time to be strong, to change. After all, forever was such a long time to feel small. So he made himself brave, and he thought like a winner. He set off for the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do, but if you want things to change, you first have to change you. The further he climbed, the closer he got. to the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then at last, as he stood on his tippy toes, he found himself suddenly nose to nose. Gulp. Pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You got company. Squeak. Mr. Lion, what I have come to you for is squeak. Do you think you could teach me your roar? And silence befell that twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and puffed on his mane. Time went so slow, it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth and let out a, what do you think? A roar? Let's find out. Uh-oh. He didn't do a roar. Let's find out why. What do you think? Yeah, you think he's scared? I think he is. The lion curled up in a terrified ball. He didn't like this, not one bit at all. Don't hurt me, he whispered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, this mighty great lion was frightened of what? Mice. Don't worry, Mouse Pete. I'm here as a friend. Let's hang out together. Be pubs to the end. That was a magical moment for sure, when the mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He found his true voice and learned to speak out. And for that, you don't need a roar or a shout. And from that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked the rock better. Now the rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head. And Lion? He still roared, but with a laughter and stare. Ha ha ha. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. The end. Oh, I love the story. So it has a beautiful message. No matter how tiny you are, as long as you speak out for yourself, you can actually roar like a lion. All right, so let's find the problem of the story. So the problem was that the mouse had a very tough life. Why? Why did he have a tough life? Yes, no one noticed him, and a lot of times he got stepped on by bigger animals and set on as well. He was ignored and forgotten, so he had to find a solution to his problem. So he went to look for who? The king of the jungle, which is the lion. He went to find a brave, loud creature to teach him how to what? Roar. So he thought that was the solution to his problem, but actually the mouse found his true voice inside, and he learned to speak out, and for that you don't need to what? Roar. And at the end, who became friends? Best pals. The mouse and the lion. All right, boys and girls, I hope you liked the story as much as I did, and I will see you guys back tomorrow. Don't forget to